Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Well, good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? Once again, this your boy Rod Thomas Jr., and this is the real news behind the news. Oh, yeah. Today, again, is still Sunday, January 26, 2020. And I'm pretty sure by now, everybody who has not been living under a rock for the last last 2 hours, or have been made aware that Kobe Bryant, NBA Hall of Famer, one of the top 10 greatest players in the history of the NBA, has passed away in a helicopter crash. Man, that is a sad and tragic situation because we're starting to hear that we know that there were 5 people on that plane that died. And we're starting to hear reports that people like one of Kobe's daughters was on that on that chopper. Rick Fox, another NBA star, and I guess you could say entertainer, was on that helicopter. But let me tell y'all something, as black people and as people, period, in America, do not get it misconstrued. We know that the next few days, all the media is going to be on Kobe Bryant, and it's a sad and tragic situation. But also, what's even more sad and tragic is that your media is going to use Kobe Bryant's untimely death to not even report the fact that, do y'all realize, in April, Donald Trump's cuts to the food stamp program is going to take place. Now, do y'all realize, man, how many homeless people in America? How many people? Now, Donald Trump and them saying that they put all these jobs out, but what good is the jobs if you got to work 3 motherfucking jobs at Taco Bell, Wendy's, and Burger King just to make $1,000 a month? You know what I'm saying? So we're not into the conspiracy thing at all, but we want to get y'all to stay focused on real issues. Donald Trump has cut food stamps, and guess what? That's scheduled to take place in April. A lot of y'all kinfolks, if you don't get food stamps, a lot of your kinfolk that do get food stamps is going to be receiving notifications over the next few days that they are not going to be able to buy food anymore on the food stamp program. It's crazy, but I have to come out right now and tell people, do not get distracted about an entertainer, someone who was blessed to be in a position with their physical capabilities to entertain us all by bouncing a basketball. True, I liked Kobe, man. You know, I'm gonna be real. To me, in my opinion, next to Jordan and Magic, he was the 3rd greatest player in NBA history because he won his championships with determination. But do not let that get us misconstrued or twisted with what's going on in reality. Because in reality, while a lot of people mourning Kobe Bryant, there's going to be tens of millions of people getting kicked off of food stamps. Now, let me go back and give y'all a little game. A couple of months back, Donald Trump said that he was going to revamp the food stamp program so that he could save $5 billion over the next 5 years. But your government, Democrats included, who are complicit in this bullcrap, have given him $700 billion to create more weapons of war. So what we do at the Real News Behind the News, y'all notice we did 2 videos earlier acknowledging the tragic loss of somebody who was so brilliant, somebody who was so gifted and talented as Kobe Bryant. And from what we're hearing now is one of his daughters was on that helicopter with him. We also hearing that another NBA star and I guess you could say entertainer Rick Fox was on there. Now give us a moment to sort out all that information, but we want to get y'all to understand that the situation with Kobe Bryant is tragic, but what's going to be even more tragic is the people who are depending on food stamps to support their families are now about to be cut off. So the homeless population, the hungry population, and those who are even more disenfranchised here in America is finna escalate. So what we got to realize is that your media is trying to keep us distracted and keep us not focused on real issues with this bullcrap impeachment thing they got going on against Donald Trump. But at the same time, Donald Trump has basically just said we got to save $5 billion in the next 5 years. So we're going to cut all these people off food stamp. But at the same time, they just gave Donald Trump $700 billion to continue to conduct these illegal wars. So we got to ask ourselves, which one is more of a priority to us? Again, we acknowledge the loss of any life, but Kobe Bryant was a little bit different because he was an icon to a lot of little black boys that's running around here that inspire to be NBA players. So we got to look at that, but at the same time, don't we also really need to pay attention because Kobe Bryant is gone, y'all. May he rest in peace. But your people still gonna have to fucking eat. How they gonna eat? And again, when Donald Trump has just basically, put it like this. The food stamp cuts that Donald Trump made possible to take place that starts in April is going to affect a lot of people that you know because a lot of people are not going to be able to feed their children, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, people still going to be running around here talking about Kobe Bryant while they cousins, they nephews, they nieces, they aunties, they mamas, they brothers, they sisters is finna go hungry. Are you all aware of just how much homelessness, poverty, and hunger we have in America? So let's not get distracted with the death of Kobe Bryant. And I'm not finna even get off into the conspiracy theories that they killed Kobe and all this. No, Kobe was on a helicopter and shit happens. I used to have to catch a helicopter to work every day when I was working offshore. Every 2 weeks when I was working offshore. I knew how dangerous it was. But, it's a tragic and sad situation that happened to Kobe. But guess what? You finna have people now that's going to have to go through tragic and sad situations because they're not going to be able to feed their children. Now, the way the bill is set up, Donald Trump got those who are able-bodied and don't have dependents will have to go find a job within, so many weeks or lose their food stamp benefit. Really, I'm going to be real. I can identify with that because people don't realize when you get food stamps, when you get disability, when you get Social Security, even though you might have paid money into it out your checks, that shit comes out of everybody's tax basis, man. Everybody paying for that. So what's going to happen is those people who are abusing the food stamp program are really going to hurt. But most importantly, a lot of people who really depend on the food stamp program is going to hurt. So let's not get it twisted. Let's not get distracted. Let's focus on what's about to happen in less than 80 days from now. When a lot of your kinfolk going to be calling y'all saying, can you let me hold $30 so I can get me and my kids something to eat? It's really that deep, man. It's really that deep. Rest in peace, Kobe. Man, it's crazy. But I also, man, let's look at all the people that are homeless around here. Let's look at all the people who are hungry around here. Let's focus on that and keep the focus on the homeless and the hungry. Because I'm gonna be real, even though I hate to say it like this, it might seem insensitive. Yes, Kobe is dead right now, but there's a lot of people still living that are homeless and hungry. Donald Trump has just fucking proved to be the biggest piece of crap on the planet, where he's going to say, well, we rather try to save Miss Steph Jones. I see you on here. Let me ask you a question. I know you're a Trump supporter. How can you explain the fact that Donald Trump is willing to cut food stamps to save $5 billion over 5 years, when in reality he's willing to spend $700 billion this year on illegal wars? This is the kind of shit I have to ask my fellow black people who are conservatives. How can you even justify that? He's willing to cut food stamps and send tens of millions of people into hunger. You see what I'm saying? People are going to go hungry because of this. But yet still, in order to save $5 billion over the next 5 years, he's going to cut food stamps and send all these people and their children into hunger. But at the same time, he's willing to spend $700 billion on weapons of war to fight illegal wars that we have no business being involved in. Answer me that, Steph. Y'all be blessed.